Okay, I'm back. Had to start a second feed here. Just my computer did an update and shut down right in the middle of me talking. So thank you, computer. Here. So for everybody that was on the other feed, I greatly appreciate that. And if you hop on here, that's great. We'll just finish it up here really quick as well. Because whoops. Hey, technical problems, right? That happens when you're having fun in the world of computers. I was watching it again, and it said do an update, and then just boop, shut down out of nowhere. And of course, I'm just sitting here going, "Wait, what? What just happened?" So part one will be there. I'll probably edit it together for everybody to watch afterwards, but. Commander Seahawks, I was talking about, eyeing head coach candidates from Ravens, Lions. Not that they're going to be, coaches are going to be sitting there thinking about it. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Glad you found the new one. I was just talking on the other one and my computer shut down. So I'm about 30 minutes into that. So I figured I'd start up. I will combine the two probably and post it up here in a little bit. But hey, Mike, how you doing, man? How's Oklahoma? What's the weather like there? Today we're 70-something degrees here. Finally got rid of all that rain. Although I guess it's supposed to be another rainy January around here coming up. We'll see. But I wonder how much, these coaches, how much game planning were they able to do? Are they comfortable with their game planning? Shouldn't they're professionals? But it's something that I'd be paying attention to today on the games. Of course, defense coordinator Mike McDonald for the Ravens, assistant head coach, defensive line coach Anthony Weaver, and then Detroit Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn has been into several interviews so far, and offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has been in a couple interviews as well. So they're still, going there. Johnson, I think, is of all those guys. Ben Johnson is kind of the favorite to get a job, specifically the Washington job, seems to be what people are saying. But then other people say that's not true. So who knows where we go on that. So I appreciate you guys hopping back onto the feed again here as we lost the other one and everything. But just to wrap it up here, Chiefs. About what are we 20 minutes away from kickoff here? Chiefs and Ravens. Just to wrap it up, Mike says 60 degrees right now, much better than the freeze we had last week. Yeah, everybody was cold last week, right? Freezing to death and all over the country. Record colds and snow in places, Dallas, all of that. Well, stay warm regardless, Mike, there in Oklahoma. Chiefs-Ravens, man. Well, Mike, who do you got in this Chiefs-Ravens game? Because you always chastise me sometimes on my picks. I got Ravens winning this game. I do have them pulling away in that third, fourth quarter to get a victory here for the Ravens and make it to the Super Bowl. I think they overcome it. But I'm also not going to discount the Chiefs in this game. I don't know how you can discount the Chiefs in this game, right? I just think the offensive firepower for the Ravens is going to be the big difference in this game. And Mike does say he's picking Ravens and 49ers as well. They're in the chat. Yeah, I think that's the safe picks this weekend, right? I know Izzy. I don't have the show picks right in front of me right now, but I think Izzy picked the Chiefs to win this first game on the show. I do have to post those two picks, but I don't have it right in front of me. Autumn checks in and goes, Autumn found the new chat. She's actually downstairs now. And she's like, oh, I thought I lost you. Like, no, computer just shut down. So go anybody but the Chiefs, she says. So that's what everybody says. Why does everybody hate the Chiefs, man? I remember the Chiefs were the lovable losers, and now they're not anymore. And I'm looking pretty red here with the lighting. My lighting's not back on yet. Stupid technology. So I got Chiefs, I got Ravens today, and I do think it's going to become quote-unquote a blowout, 10-point game, maybe a 17-point win, and that's going to come late. It's going to be fairly close. I just think the Chiefs do not have the firepower to keep up with the Ravens. Ravens defense will be able to stop Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey in this offense. And I'm not too sure Travis Kelsey, he might be trying too hard today if, and I have no basis for this, I've been saying it all, I have zero basis for Travis Kelce's going to retire this year. It's just when you start noticing players doing things like, podcasts a lot more, and, Autumn just texted me and said, "Oh, your lighting looks better than it did before. You were pale earlier." Oh, that's because the light was on me. So, the issue that just Travis Kelce might be trying too hard in this game if it's his last game. And look, when you start seeing guys doing more podcast stuff, right, more notoriety for that. Obviously, the Taylor Swift situation is kind of a focus of his. You can't say it's not. And you start to notice guys, especially later in their career, start to do this type of stuff. It just tells me they have 1 foot out. So we'll see. And maybe not. Maybe he'll come back. He insists he's coming back. So we'll see there. Mike says, for me, it's Mahomes and acting like a big crybaby every time he gets touched. He goes, hate it. Man up already. That's what quarterbacks do, though, right? In the NFL. It's what every single one of the quarterbacks do in the NFL on top of it. It's I agree with you. Much like my Luka talk earlier on the show, if you missed that, I've spent 30 minutes imitating Luka on the court and crying and stuff like that. So earlier this week with that Suns debacle. That's the other thing. Mavs fans, quit defending the guy. You look embarrassing defending the guy. Yeah, he scored 73 the next night. Congratulations, right? Lions 49ers, as I said, we'll get the injury reports, but Lions offensive line is my biggest concern in this game. I think as the game goes on, I do think the Lions will keep this game close unless Jared Goff starts turning the ball over, which I don't think he'll do because he'll have the running game for Gibbs will be able to run the football. Their short passing game will be something. Amon-Ra needs to have a big game to keep the Lions in here, and I suspect he's going to have that big of a game today as well, going into this afternoon's game at 4:30. So, as we wrap up, we appreciate those of you that found us again after the oops on my computer that did a giant update and decided to shut down on me out of nowhere. Pacheco is playing today for the Chiefs. Give you that update as they're kicking off here in about 20 minutes or so. Look, like I said, Sweet Lou always says, go against the money of everybody, and all the money today is on 49ers, and all the money's on the Rams today. I do think the Lions cover that 7.5 this afternoon. I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to put $5 on that they cover that. Lions will, and keep that game close for the 49ers there. And I've already put my unit as they say. I just do $5 on the Ravens winning that game. I have it on the 4.5 points as well, and I think that's going to be covered there. And I do it at $5 at a time. I put $100 in my account, just so you guys know, beginning of football season, and when I lose it, I lose it. And I've been able to bet through the Super Bowl every year so far. It's been legal. And that's all I have fun with. I don't, certainly don't get rich doing it. And some years I lose, but I've never lost that initial 100, which is kind of interesting going, as you continue to bet, especially this year with all the, differences, all the upsets and shocker stuff and things of that. So I told you guys, let's see what a couple experts are saying about these games, just to get you guys ready for this. Other experts besides me. NFL.com is one I go to here. Obviously, Chiefs Ravens when they kick off at 1 o'clock at M&T Bank Stadium. It's going to be on CBS, Paramount Plus if you have that, of course. Going into this game, everybody on NFL.com, they always do, 5 people, including a couple ladies. I shouldn't say guys. Here, 4 have the Ravens. 1 has Kansas City winning at 23-20. Oh, all of them, by the way, incidentally, if you look at the points, 24-20. 2 of them have 24-21. 1 has 26-24. 1 has, and then Chiefs having 23-20. So the quote-unquote experts at NFL.com all have this being a close game. It's going to be close until the fourth quarter. I do believe that. But that's what I'm saying. So if the Ravens are up by 3 or the Chiefs are up by 3, I think whoever's up can score a touchdown and kind of put it to that 10 point. That's where I think they're going to get the covering there of the deal. Now Mike says experts. that's why I put them in my category, Mike. I said besides me, the experts besides me. Kind of making fun of that, of that that term that people use because none of us know, at all. Even sports books, their job is to make money on this, are often wrong. So I'm looking forward to Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. We know what Mahomes can do in these environments, in these types of games. Lamar Jackson has a history of choking in these environments or not getting it done. But this is the best team Lamar Jackson has had in this spot. That's what I think is a difference as well. So the first game to me is the exciting game. I wish this actually would have been the afternoon game. I just think it would have been more fun in the in the cold of Baltimore there. So I think the defense that makes the most plays, and that's why I favor the Ravens, as I said. I think as this game goes on, I think the Ravens defense will stop Mahomes in that offense a little bit more. Now, the Detroit Lions 49ers, I can tell you this, not just on NFL.com, but ESPN, CBS, if not everybody, almost everybody have the 49ers winning this game today. And I said that the Lions would cover on this. A lot of people that I saw have the Lions covering it within that 7 as well. So everybody seems to be on the same page with this 49ers-Lions game coming out. And like I said, not just NFL.com, CBS Sportsline, everybody. I've seen one or two people pick the Lions, very little, but everybody that's picking the Niners says that the Lions will cover that 7.5 or 7, depending what sportsbook you're looking at, I guess. And it's going to be interesting. I think even without Debo, if he's going to play, but if he can't go or he's just a decoy, I think the Niners will pull this out just because of their offensive weapons. So just give you an idea of what quote-unquote experts are saying about these two games. I do think, Jared Goff cannot revert to a turnover machine, which is what you have to worry about with Jared Goff today. His passer rating when not pressured and when he's pressured, it's the largest difference in the NFL in terms of quarterbacks. This is from Next Gen Stats as well. So he's 116.8 passer rating when he's not pressured. He's 62.2 passer rating when he is pressured. And I think that Niners defense are going to be able to pressure him coming up today, especially with the offensive line injuries that they have. And I think that's going to be the difference, that line play there. So just to give you guys my thoughts. Sorry it got broken up into 2. I appreciate you guys joining us, though. Just a quick one today at noon. We're 15 minutes away from kickoffs, guys. Mike, you have fun in Oklahoma, man. Appreciate you hopping on. Ernest, he was on the first part of it. Don't know if he found us again, but I'll post both links up. Ernest, thank you for joining us. Guys, football season's wrapping up, but we'll be doing this. Like I said, we've got some Suns pregame stuff coming up. Or just general headlines that hit us as well. We will hop on and just do a quick live at certain points. New location tomorrow at WTSM TV. Studio, for all intents and purposes for you guys, is going to be the same. We're getting new set designs done and stuff like that. But we got officially moved in. Izzy, Jeff, and Chris are all there today, setting up the actual desks and everything, and make sure the microphones are hooked up, etc. So starting tomorrow. So if you don't watch on WTSM TV and don't subscribe, that's okay. Hit us up on Spotify, Podbean. I get that posted at 10:30. As soon as the show's over, I sit down and get that up to Podbean, which then disperses it out to everything as well. So Mike says I'll catch the replay. Yeah, it's going to be in 2 parts. I'll label them part 1 and part 2, Mike. He says I'll catch the replay. I missed it during my Star Wars movie marathon this morning. Are you watching 1, 2, and 3 though, Mike? Because with Jar Jar, because those were awful. So appreciate you guys joining us. I'll start, I think, with the football, Super Bowl morning, we might go live as well. I'm not too sure on that. I got to work it out because usually I go out to the Waste Management Open on Super Bowl Sunday, which means we wouldn't be able to do it. So maybe we'll swing a Super Bowl update on Saturday or something. But we'll be doing more as news breaks and all that. Mike says, I watch all 9. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not saying don't watch them. I just give you a hard time if you do because snoozers, those 3 were too much CGI, man. I am not a CGI guy on those types of movies. It actually annoys me when they over CGI them, to be honest with you. So look, everybody enjoy your football kickoff, 1 p.m. Again, it's Podbean, Spotify, iHeart, Apple for the, of course, podcast system that comes out for the show. Dale Hellestray and I enjoy doing the show there. For those of you that subscribe to WTS MTV, appreciate it very much. It's actually very cheap compared to all your other subscription services where you can catch us live or catch the video replays as well. So till next time, everybody enjoyed the games today. Unless something big happens, I won't hop back on today. But if there's a big controversial play at the end or during the game that takes into it, I'll get the video and we'll talk about it here later on. Otherwise, back to the studio tomorrow in the shows. Everybody catch the podcast. Otherwise, everybody have a great Sunday. Appreciate you catching us and hanging through that technical snafu. And we'll catch everybody next time. Have a great